Hi there. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are well. Just waiting for you guys to hop on. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are well. Are we having a problem on our hands? And I think, and everyone is actually talking about it this past week. Welcome to my life. Just hop on here to talk about the topic, and the topic is are we in killer relationships? And with time we have actually developed those relationships. We have given them power, we have given them petrol. We are in killer relationships because, like I said, a scenario that I will give you is like hate people, and we have all been hurt, and we are going through our heads. But then, if you do not heal from your head, you always think the world hurt you. You do not want to direct your head to the specific person who hurt you, and you bleed on everyone. And our society is actually in that space. And hate people hate others, and if you do not find healing, you will continue bleeding on people who did not hurt you. I was actually listening to these videos. Someone sent it through to me. Just want us also to listen to it together. I thought I was the only one, and a few others. Like I said, I observe the social network. I like to follow the trend of social media. Yeah, just the trend of it, of social media. And the algorithms, I love to follow how things flows. Yeah, that's actually my interest. And the prayer that I actually was saying out the past few days, and which I mentioned yesterday that it was actually answered, is also with regard to, let me quickly just share that, it's actually also with regard to social media algorithm. Yeah, I've created a second page, that Karen Gebhardt only page, where I only share where I've moved my videos and where I've moved food things. And on this one, I actually interact more on this one because I want to keep those interactions, those raw interactions on this one. My aim is actually not to be monetized just to chase the money. My aim is to be monetized and to leave a legacy. Not to trash talk and get paid for that. That's why I keep the trash talk on this platform. So what happened is, just a few weeks ago, last month, growing an audience is quite difficult unless you go vigorously on it. You can do pay adverts. I used to do that with my other page of what's cooking in Namibia. You put up an advert. That's why that page actually also grew audience. But I do not want to attract wrong audience just because of numbers. I want to attract audience who actually fits within the topic of, or the content that I produce on specific pages that I have. I have how many pages? I have two Facebook pages and one Facebook profile. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, which I do not visit, and I have WhatsApp, and on many groups on WhatsApp, and I have Instagram, where I go for inspiration. Like I always say, Instagram is my happy place. When I log onto Instagram, just as my heart is just at peace there. And when I come to Facebook, I love the interactions. I love the community. I cannot communicate on Instagram. For some reason, really, I find it very odd. Even how the messenger works there, I really do not know, because it's divided into parts and you have to, I do not know, it's just too confusing for me. But the interaction on Facebook, and most especially the interaction on my profile, not on my pages, but on my profile, I love that, because we're actually sharing as a community. And to me, sometimes it is at most also very educating. Yeah, I learn a lot from your opinion, because whenever I share a topic, I'll want to hear a different view from mine, and you guys are actually also not convincing me to believe otherwise. Yeah. Only some of you, and most, or not only, the ones that I'm saying, only some of you, the most that I actually agree with, I see we are having the same character, we believe, and belief system, we believe actually in the same things. That's why I will agree with some of you people. But the others, not to say that I do not agree, but you are not convincing. You are not convincing me. And please, my apologies. Like I said in most of my videos, I'm a straightforward talker. Yeah. And whenever I deliberate, I do not act on emotion. The level of laughter that you people put in me, if you want to see that on video, no, me, I go on my back, legs up, and laugh. I laugh at some of your comments. I laugh out loud, even in the middle of the night. Yeah, I laugh out loud. That's why I stay down, yeah, just to laugh and enjoy the comments and respond. Because if I go upstairs and people are sleeping, I definitely do disrupt them. I'm not a silent Facebook interactor. I make noise, I laugh, I giggle. So yeah, so the news is actually my dream, my wish, and my prayers these past few months, and why I moved to my not business, but the serious interactions. I've moved to the Facebook page is to penetrate the US market. Yeah, that's actually every content creator's dream, to penetrate the US market. And a few weeks ago, like I was saying, like in March, somewhere there, a few weeks ago, YouTube algorithm actually picked up one of my videos, and it went viral. And the place where it went viral is like in the US. I was like ecstatic, like wow. And just 2 weeks ago, I put up a post also on Instagram, and it actually went viral. When I compare it to my following, I'm actually just having 1,000 something followers. I do not want to show you. You must go there and watch yourself, so I can add to the views also. So I'm actually having 1,008. Let me quickly check. Is it 1,008 followers on Instagram? And it grew, yeah, this past day. Yeah, I'm just having 1,008. And I was probably just having 1,003 or 1,000. No, let me not lie. 1,460, yeah. I was there, and I've grown with 500 more followers. I am happy because one of my video actually went viral. And as we speak right now, and that's actually every content creator's dream. Not to say, that's what I'm saying, when I share my content, you people like, create a cookbook. I do not know, create a cookbook and then sell it for how much? Because I'm observing with the people who are publishing books, the newly reformed publishers, the new kids on the blog. I don't think they are making an income out of their publishing work. Yeah, like I always say, with our population, we need to make babies to grow our population for our content and our investors to invest in the country. Like as for right now, the number of our population is just too small for development. And one of my videos, like I said, I can show you that it went viral. Like with my following, that video actually went viral. As we are speaking, we are actually standing at 41,000 with a following of 1,800. That's something. It's something worth celebrating. So I actually also bought myself a Prosecco. Yeah, I'm going to celebrate, but I will celebrate it with you because I want to make a cocktail. So I will celebrate that cocktail with you. So that video actually is a reel, not a video, full video. It's a reel. It got 41,516. It reached 41,516 followers. I'm happy. I'm happy, and my prayers has been answered, and the algorithms are actually showing where it's most viewed. And like I said, like I was trying to say, is the most views are coming from home. Yeah, Namibia, more than 80% of the views are coming from home. So I'm very thankful for you guys. So giving you free content, giving you free recipes, giving you free lessons is something that I do with joy rather than selling it, or rather than monetizing it. If I want something to be monetized, it's my Facebook profile, it's my social media profile. And when I talk about monetization, I want it to be monetized and reach an audience, not from home. Not from home. Not also the fact that home does not pay. Yeah, home does actually not pay. Views coming from Namibia does not actually pay to make people, to give people a living. The views that pays are the views from America and the views from where I am. Yeah, those views pays. So because I'm also not known here, most of my friends are also away from homes, away from here. The algorithm also shows your content to where most of your views are, and only a few selected will be shown when they want to promote you. Also, they will show you in your locality. So I'm very happy. And the algorithm, the reason that I'm also very, very happy is that video, that specific reel, it's having original content. For your reel to go viral, you need to use the music videos of reels that are already viral, so that when someone is actually listening to that reel that is having music from another viral music, yours also is thrown out of the algorithm. But mine is having my voice. It's original, plain cut. And it cut through to 41,000. So this is something, yeah, with my following, like I said. So I'm just hoping and dreaming and praying right now, like by Sunday, I must reach 2,000 subscribers or followers. And where I am also is the content that I have with every 1,000 views. And if you also go and check, you can go and check, man. This is my profile. You can go and check. I'm so happy. Where I am, with every 1,000 views, I can actually ask for monetization, but I need to reach a certain level of followers so I can get my content monetized. Yeah, that is actually the career I want to retire on. Yeah, and I would love to be in that career. So yeah, that is what I was actually wanting to share with you this morning. I was just too excited, and I was I was just feeling myself, man. I was just feeling myself. So, and I know why I did not actually reach this milestone before is because I slack. Yeah, I slack in the reels that I actually released this morning were the 6 or 5. I released 6 or 5 reels. It's content that I just kept on the phone. So I actually need to clear my phone and actually release new content level. So like I said, from my home country, I will be giving free content. Yeah. So all you need to do is just to be my follower. That's all I need. I just need followership, and that's it. Yeah, of the dream of, I do not know, I'm so generous. Even if you ask me to publish a book, a cookbook, I'll probably just give it out for free. Yeah. But yeah, maybe I'll do a PDF book where you people can download. Yeah, something like that. I've seen people do that. And maybe if there are special recipes, then you guys need to pay for that. But for the basics, I'll just do a PDF, a downloadable PDF. Yeah, just follow my content. Just be a member, just be a subscriber. That's all I need from you people. So let's go back to the topic. The topic of, are we in killer relationships? Yeah, we are in killer relationships, and I'm going to give a disclaimer. Personally, me, I'm not a person of who gives people advice. I do not give fellow adults advice. I'll probably just highlight what I want to focus on. I'll highlight that for you. It's for you with your adult mind. Yeah, you must reevaluate yourself. You must refocus yourself and see, and retrospect and see where am I in my life. Yeah, because like I said Sunday, as adults we grow on different levels. And today, disclaimer is part of the disclaimer. I'm going to use three Namibian names. One of them is the person that you people do not want to hear about, and she's S. Vida. Straight talk, S. Vida, yeah? And one of them will be D Money, Delish, yeah, D Money. And one of them will be, I don't want to be sued by him, man. She's Mrs. Sua. She's Betty D, yeah? She won't sue me with the name Betty D because it's actually also not her lawful names. I do not know why my comrade really, yeah, but he needed to. You do not call a woman, like I said, a prostitute. Treat every other woman like your mother, your sister, your daughter. So you do not call a woman. We have lost respect for women, so you do not call a woman a prostitute. But the point on which he was defending a national institution, so I was with him 110%. Yeah, and Mrs. Betty D is the queen of glam. Yeah. She likes fashion. She likes to look beautiful, and she is beautiful. So I think only those three names I'll use. The reason I'm going to use three names is one of the things that you guys are also not open about is when people become public figures. Yeah, when people become public figures, they themselves put them in the spotlight. They can become a topic of discussion. It's not to say you are, unless you are trash talking the person and calling her names like the name. I do not even like to use the name because it doesn't sound nice in my ears. And it's also for that reason that I kind of took this also upon myself, yeah? Not to defend individuals, but also to defend myself as a woman. Like when you call someone that name, you are actually referring to all of us. And then what makes of you, especially if you are a man, what makes of you, who are you? Are you Jesus? Yeah, are you without sin? Haven't you like do what women have been doing to be called that name? Yeah, kind of. I don't want to run this with emotions, but yeah, that. And the reason I'm also using this is to say they are public figures, and when a situation goes viral and it is published, it becomes public information. When like this issue of Betty D, when it reached the court, when it was in the newspapers, we can make reference thereof because it was published. It's information that is in the public space. You can rightfully use that. Umote is when you have such information, marakushi kushotuirongifange. But if you have such information and you are using it to educate yourself, yeah, like even with the Vida story, which went viral last week, you can educate yourself, Agucha. Do not trust any person you call friend. And also when you look for friend, look for someone with your level, man, your level. Yeah, sometimes also emotional intelligence. Other people you can just call brothers and sisters because you are a human, but friendship is just another level, man. It's a relationship you build on trust and respect, but then if it's trust like that in the mud, you lose yourself in the process. Mara epukotori anje guri otori peobe mwene shashove wakaningo ferende no nuka munu luvi ufike pamu. It's not an insult. I'm just saying it to you as it is. Otherwise, me, I'm friends with any other person. Like I said, when I was at my workplace, I'm a friend with the cleaners, I'm a friend with the directors, I'm a friend with everything. Oh, everything. With everybody. I'm a friend with everybody. But to call someone a friend, like a special friend, like I said, I only have 5 female friends. A special friend is people you build trust with, yeah? People you share your intimate moments, like not your whole, but people you know, yeah, I can share this with this person and I trust, yeah? Otherwise, those are disloyalty and everything. So when a situation erupts, like in our society, that's why I also chose these 3 people, is because they are public figures and they have situations that are published. So they are perfect examples of our scenarios which we are going to use here. And this is not the gossip column. This is not gossip, yeah? We are just deliberating to educate one another. And like I said, I'm not an advice giver. I just highlight points. Whatever you do with the information is really up to you. If you are willing to use it against me, it's up to you. The reason I'm sharing information with you, and the reason people also share, is because they have dealt with the information themselves. That's why they are releasing it. Yeah, and it's not but your exposure. No. You do not expose something you are telling yourself. If I said I was drunk yesterday and I mentioned it to you today, that's not exposure. I am telling you what in the condition I was in yesterday. It's your exposure, guys. Maybe you will be shocked. Yeah, maybe that. But it's really not exposure. So I thought I was the only one with that issue. And this specific gentleman is also having a problem with women being called prostitutes. That word. No, that word is not a good one for women. Men, maybe, yeah, slay queen, because we are slaying like dragons. And what's another one? Slay queen and gold diggers, because we love money while we do not have money of our own. Yeah, those 2 words maybe, but calling someone that name, I do not even know the meaning, but I just do not like the name. So I want us to listen to this together. This is from Monica, Gender Equality, Human Rights and Social Justice, yeah? It's a video, yeah, it's a video from him. So I want you to listen to this part.
Every man will fit you. You can't tell me I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, I'm a lawyer, I'm an accountant. Nonsense. So if you are a teacher, you are a nurse, you are an accountant, you are a lawyer, and you are ready now, you don't want to date an average guy. Where are you going to find that man? Who? Because what are you?
That is our problem. That is our problem, and that is the problem we are finding ourselves in, and that is our problem, which is actually reflected in the way we are actually trying to defend ourselves these couple of days. Yeah? And it's exactly what I said. Because you are a man, yeah? You can get every woman that you want. And when Sirka said that, but when Sirka said, Amen, I do not know what's wrong with that. Every person is having values and standards, yeah, and they should be met. And the reason you have values and standards is because you've invested in yourself, yeah. So why do you want that specific person to go date any man, like he is saying? Just because you are a man and because she's the woman, they must date her. No, they are not compatible. Shashi winyo kuitunga po, obi nuitunga po bon sama nege to shingo taxi. Yeah? Not to say taxi, but the other one is we are seeing pamo taxi wa faro moko situation. But otoshingi go taxi, you did not even finish grade 10. You are a taxi driver, you are a cleaner because you also did not go to school, but you want a lawyer, a teacher, like he's putting a doctor, a nurse. No, people. That is our problem. And with this, I also wanted to say, I'll give you the first scenario of Betty D. Yeah, Betty D is a smart woman, very, 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 very smart, and she's smart. But then she thought she is smarter than smart. Or the praises that you people give people, yeah, it goes to our heads, and when it goes to our heads, we overemphasize ourselves and our smartness, then we put ourselves on a pedestal. But then life will throw you off, my dearest people. No one is actually above the other. There's just a season for you to go up and a season for you just to come and a season for you to go down. So when you are on your highest, be kind, yeah? While you are on your highest, be kind. Don't go and get to denge more chester. I don't know what that means. Manga to denge more chester, which I am me. Life will throw you down. So Mrs. Betty D is really very smart. And she's the queen of glam. And we also saw, I actually got to hear about her first time when she was in poly, even a young child. She was hanging out with someone that I know. Yeah, and personally. So, I do not know her. Nature and Dinshin, that is the person that I know knows her because they were hanging out together. So, and she, from that stage onwards, when she was at poly, yeah, she was a smart person. You will hear even around campus. I was an adult at school, so you will hear around when they will talk about him. And that only, what is it that I wanted to say? She's smart. She built herself up. She accredited herself. She wore gowns on top of the other and on top of the other. That's how she developed herself. So you want to say, Nesha, because she is a woman, she must just go date any other man. No. And for her to find, I do not know, her past life is a past life, yeah? But where we found her at the last stage where she went to fall pregnant and where she got the push gift and where she was on marriage, yeah, there she got someone her level, yeah? A rich person, yeah? With material stuff, because she is also enriched here. So they were compatible actually. Mulubi, why Betty David is wealthy with her knowledge, and like I said, she's an IQ, she's an academic. She was wealthy here. So she just met someone who's wealthy also in the pocket. And I do not know his academics, but I don't think Shapo is just a Somara. I don't think he's a Somara, maybe he's also educated. So they are actually on the same level, yeah? And it's probably just karma which hit her, yeah? So she just needed to fall back a little. Now she needs to rebuild herself again to come to a normal position where she needs to be. Because sometimes when life is favoring you and you are running very fast, that's actually the only scenario I'll give of Mrs. Betty D, the queen of glam, yeah? You get someone who is actually at the same level as you. You just do not look for a man, no. You look for someone whom you are actually compatible with, Kucha. You have the same goal settings, you have the same, like not even background. Background can differ a little bit. Qualifications, standards of living must be the same. I was actually, before this, I was having a small debate. And the person also agreed with me, Kucha. Those situations are also there. There are situations, coming from an impoverished home, and I went to find a prince who's actually coming from a diamond miners family. Yes, such situation does happen, but they are very rare. So we cannot all put ourselves in those situations. For any relationship to work, just look for your type. If you are a cleaner, cleaner. If you are a teacher, teacher. If you are a doctor, look for your doctor. Don't look for levels. Like those levels, it's already proof you are not of the same standards. And that's a problem that we are having. And someone also put it clear in the comment that some people are only looking for people to go take care of their children. And in most situations like that, which I fully agree, in most situations where someone is looking for a wife, a wife material, yeah, and mostly when you'll see that in narcissists and manipulators, and like I said, men are egocentric. Otai kukongera onkurukadi na longwa chachokwala onkurukajo entungepo opempe onima o picture idinawa to paint a good picture for that man opo amonike mo society which actual men. But what do those men do with those women? Kukajo enkufa kokombo kamemoai okuri mumbo erimonu nona erimona memewe wai taking care of the whole family. Mangaye is outside the house dating people of his level. Yeah? Going on holidays with people of his level. Spending money that he's supposed to spend at home with people of his level. He's doing that in the street because for the woman at home, he only got someone to stay with his 10 children. While the woman also did not knew, the woman did not know that this man is having 10 children. Sometimes only when we are going to church, you will hear, 10. What? All 10 children, I only know 2. Now there are 12. Because men are actually also hiding their children. Men do not go around. I do not see. It's very rare. That man I know is only my neighbor. It's outside from my people, from my own surroundings. Yeah, I know his child. My people know their children. But I'm saying in communities. I'm having a neighbor. He was also on one of the pages. Like he was being praised to be the best daddy in the country, of which really I agree. Wherever that man goes, he will go with his children. It is rare, and this is Shivambo speaking, it is very rare. Okumonon samane, welakalo shiwambo, umbatok, akuminino kanonakai. Very rare. Shashi Vambo men, they also deny their children. They are the first. I'm not saying it's not happening in other tribes. Huh? It is happening. But Moshi Wambo, it's very, 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 very common. Men denying, whenever a woman says, I'm pregnant, the man disappears. I do not know. And you are an adult. Some people are adults, but they are disappearing. And yeah, let's listen further.
Because there's 2 different things here. There's love and there is property. There's materials. So now, these small boys, what you call big boys, that you see driving Amarok, GTA, are you sure and guaranteed that dating them, the vehicles you are seeing them in their possession are their vehicle. Let me tell you something. A man who is working in construction with a Corolla that he is starting, maybe people are pushing that Corolla is having a lot of problems. That's a real man because he knows the hustle. A big boy that you met with an Amarok, a big boy that you met with a Range Rover, you know, are you guaranteed is his car?
Somehow.
A big boy you see in a nice flat in Grand Coupe, Marura Mall, good location in Ongwediva or Shakati, are you guaranteed that it is hard working?
Somehow.
Young ladies, leave your position and start dating every man as long as that man can be a man who respects you, a man who gives you love, a man who never cheat you, a man who push you to do something in life. Let's talk about the female teachers.
And he's attacking the teachers, ne?
Female lawyers, account.
Yeah, female. And Lizo Shivambo, he knows which community he's attacking. He is attacking our Wambo. And my observation is also on our Wambo, not on other tribes. Like I said, I'm multicultural. My setup, my genes is their setup. They are multicultural. The environment where I grew up, it's multicultural. I've experienced every tribe, living in every tribe, and like I said, I observe cultures, I observe trends, I observe everything. And here he is also talking about materialistic. And the problem with us really also, which I agree is, and I've mentioned it, Awambo, let me say it in the Shivambo Bamaita Muduku. Awambo, Shashive weteva kulila kuambo komombo yomiti. Hava karaveshingeng osona, vakula musona. Bebe jitati koambo tavia mushimba, hatondoko spita, opobati va rebuilding ongaramonyo eiva kanifa. But it is not the case. If I tell you now, and I do not know, just don't take this tribalistic, but this is the truth. As growing up, mushimba makango muna awambo beringo well not well of a mauta long ane longa akulunuba ne longa. Yeah? Mwaka noho adamara na herero and most adamara bahabu bakara karamumbo berimo bahabu ngomombo mwadengero undu dabu pereki konima and ushu pereki watameka adamara watameka kukara haka kara ku pereki. Yeah? But I do not know. Andi kufafanekero onu on damara akulira ku pereki. Nonwa jakwambo. Yo, no jakwambo guru dangerous. The reason nakucha onu akulira mu pereki okuli okwa accepting a situation na yai apaja. And they love the whole pereki wavo. They love their environment. Waipumboron damara opa kunwa nawa ipereko ya pendwa jito imumbo muno escaso muno fia muno umbo la diva itwa muno kitchen muno set camera muno indu dado kunangara dirimbali umbo la ningwa nawa la fikere kuma. It's because they've accepted their situation wo oberi membiri dabo mu pereki wavo. O problema yon wambo shashike wete bachaja pumbolo miti usona wako ambongenge mokanda. I've been observing mokanda kambule ningeka kwe munikulia that usona mashashi kucho muna omune ikumbolo miti. That is not poverty. That was your living situation. That was your living, not even standard. That was the practice or the situation that you were. That was your culture. That did not determine akucha umsona. Some people omukula mumombo eno omiti maro munengo bomuni kombo muno mapsa usona wa udipeni. That's why we the awambo tava vaki. Awambo tamu vaki unene vaholike. That's why we the awambo ta tondokero education akukalongwe ikenga maro ota speeding ika kalongwe makenda chitatola momulubika. Mawacho kwa longwa. Kune degree ne mwashike diri 12,000. Maro no kwa nyengwe ike kono halongo mo all mutual on damara nengon herero eniko grade 12 darongo ke mo all mutual ninge mo Shoprite ke petele ike ono te ku vaterena wa mo Shoprite petela on damara ningong heron kavango obata ku vaterena indapo tela yonwambo testo vaterwa nei Chacho twa longwa mara atu longwe ka atu that's why akutua hatu kopele ke oputu shange kona kono tupite but eshu wi longa ya tu shitura molo bika that's why hatu diko kwambo hatu tondoka and the other thing hatu tondokere education hatu tondokere ilonga eshatu amaka dikano ki ilonga we think we are better anwa batwa hangapo hatu angepona ndadamara herero bati ai nalongwa amamenda chako politika amenda longwa atu dano uhona kombada yanu abaveno experience and with experience those people are actually knowledgeable than you wajamos koliko ngela wakalongo ochi wakalongo iko theory no practice aka is the shilongo milonga is also just practice kisho theory warongo ko score hatu diko kwamba tutondoko hospital bakutuba holike hospitayo nena tango hatu rongi pame material ishinetwaja kwamboko hatu ya tuhalekini ominene timo mesho ke starta inga modroba mbiro malambe statem ini mesho tuhaleki everything we just want othalombo to hale hoto everything we want ndalonguruka we want everything ashisho to shihaleke we are not calm hatu tondoko hospital va holike that's why a hombo detu a relationship detu odakwatera e material that's why shashi otwakula osevene ame onwe aja kwambo kwame that's why and praising awambo onwe aja kwambo kwame sure those people are rich shasho veshi kukwati kuriavo ovini kuria iro healthy kaine madini kwa shigene GMO ovina shige keshefiko tavali omambo keshefiko kuno shiguria po shitaful mango wai mo me try pa dimwe anwa maka nangare ikevene ke kopiro meali but then winning give a chobe unsona I do not know shashi kuno material bumbo shwaja mumbolo miti but to tell you the truth me kruwa dara memoange okwa kulupire ke mumbolo miti shashi that's kwati mumbola ita mutungu engulu that's who she is mawaka kango muno kangulu kamwe shuna nana wauka kango toti ayeme but man the comfort na menginga ndi kumbo kundahala kuya kumbo ngenga tu kwambo no andara kunangara mondu dai the rontafa le ingoka ingo yuoni kompada it's so cool it's how the reason to diko venduka to ikwambo is to go and rest otuno plota pondangwa yani wegeni upereki nundu dabobo maoni so we want to live in nature. It's in nature. Man, I do not know if you understand and if you feel what I'm feeling. Opo pereke ngaho penombireke o venekiri ngaho is where you want to stay. Keshimo makuma no me TV difika pani kwa shikene ho umholo maliko ba holike. That's why relationship ane hombo detu ya dilongo and that's why hatui kwatele engone shashi uwete waja pusona eshu walandela onkwe no halano kulandela kweni vati omboroto shashi weningife dimo you guys are complaining to take care of women. That is shocking. You've impregnated a woman. What do you want the woman to eat? Do you actually also know yangenge ka dono kwa ninge dimo kununo vahanduka nando talandefe wobo olandureke geisha mutu ndetorumbiru hapo manga venya talandurwe daf walandureke geisha shashi wanyona. The stress that woman is actually going through mumbolo veka pinote ku embracing awaninge dimoka you are not embraced at your house but the one who slept with you who impregnated with you now take alienating what mental well-being, emotional well-being do you want that woman to be? That's why kurukadi vahanduka vasamane otamuninga kurukadi handuko mwenyo eshingota muya kubota mva proposinga onkurukadi kushiku pretendinga ngori onkurukadi will just smile at you. The other woman will just smile Machingo tomfara mumbo ndeshitoke mwetero nonsense mumbomo. Ish, mbolo tali piman. Because that woman okwanyonwa kunyuni, otamunyoro, otamuntuku, she just want to settle down. And when she settled down and in that household there's nonsense, that woman's nonsense will start coming out. I'm not to say I'm justifying it. Tomonuno na to kwipo ne mea tomonuno na stepchildren na to dengwa mangengo muno samane no holende teta mogano na kai nakadora kongu gadima ove mweno no hole as a men kontima. I doubt kuchokano na kotaka treating wani imumbu. Just like the situation of the stepdad we read in the newspaper. That man must have love on his heart. That's why he's actually also building the whole house. He is there as a father figure in the children's life. I'm not saying all men are like that. That's why I'm also talking about the men the stepdad, the remarkable stepdad, which was also stated in the newspaper. But with reading in material, we are too material focused. And I just want you to listen.
Look at them. They are not building. They are not going anywhere. A lot of them are still not having cars. This Tingwan, they are driving. You will find those Tingwan. They are being driven by big boys. Yeah? But a car that you pay and you can't drive. A car that you're paying for your Instagram and you are...
I've mentioned this. Yeah, this guy, you can say he's now revealing the facts. So I have to facts, but this guy is working there and people are complaining at his office. Like on Krukadi, instead ilandroki magae kashona, takandu mantua makula opa attracting samane. Like samani adrugu landro to mwene nengi ya terere muye kuma mukarando tuwa mushe. What's wrong with walking? Like onkukaji talando tuwa mahaiti shingi. It's none of my business. It's none of my business really. But then I'm just highlighting it out also. Tolanden tuala kurahabe tori shingi. Obenoko torando mateira. Obenoko torande mateira. Otorande noko shige. Totromo petrola. And then a relationship ongengo ya ending. On samani unyota kwa pakele lengwa shashi o to uno kuya nao. O papa ka joma idipa o po ba holike. Shashi be fita katuri vari mohole, o turi mohole o maliko. Atwi landa. Na unye shingo talande tekulandere nga when someone is buying. When we say kabenota kara mohole where there is no security. I can date Mesa. Say for instance we are not married. I can date Mesa even if he was not having a paper. No, let's say he was having his paper but he's unemployed. Yeah? For a certain period, maybe for a certain period he's unemployed but he's a qualified, he's a graduate. Someone like that, and if I'm also just at my level and someone like that, you will date Shashushukucha, he's having his certificate at hand. The security we are talking about here is not necessarily the pocket or how deep the pocket is. It's just someone we are having visions. So you cannot force on what teacher she take us no vision ala kulongwa. So you cannot force on no vajaka kaike no construct take no hatungo o matungo ina longwa shashi wachota kongwe samane shasho kunombiro samano kunombiri. No, that's not what life, how love is composed of. It's nature. Atusota get to a vision of what you want in your life. So any love needs to be secured, but not necessarily with money. But security, which I'm having a vision and this person is also having a vision. Simple explanation given by Vida. Vido kwa kamwana kucha, ishi watende takuru nene ka dimo ka eno kanona ka ishika kadaru. Ishi tende takuru kwa kamwana kucha, I'm an academic. Ono okuri mengalo. So we are two different people. So Silka was just 120% correct. She cannot just deja no kwen darifa okuneke kukarana nengo kuno kutondoka koni maisha kwa soho ni shasha ninge dimo eke na neva kale pamwe wa moni ke batyo very perfect couple just because of what daddy kwa ningu ife dimo kono. No, she is focused. She's having a vision. Which I mean, she kamano scorer. I want to be this person. The same with the guy. The guy is having a vision. I mean, she kamano scorer. I want to be a musician. And Silka doesn't want to be with someone who's singing. She wants to be someone of her same level. So as we are kids, we are all just jumping around. We are two different people whenever we try to pick up on our goals and enter adulthood. Yeah, let's listen.
Deducted money from your bank account, and that guy is being driven by a big boy who is faking his life. I know, I'm a big boy, I play Forex and I do this. And you think because Forex is about money, you know, not everyone is successful in Forex. Not everyone.
So never to sometimes we just go with the pocket of the person. Yeah? Just because the person is having money. I was having an uncle. That uncle was having money. But that uncle will also tell you straight up, which I'm in here score. And that uncle married someone of his type. So just because you are having money, you are rich, itashiti nduka kubonku kadiwa no a doctor nande a doctor, a medical doctor. You two are two different people. Imaluite imufiki pamweva holike. You are two different people. Onu inyo kwani ko shimarwa shae marina longwa. Uinya o doctor alongwa ulubi wakapatururwa movari montwende ne shabi. Every department is open with keys. And she is knowledgeable. Ishikita mwe hapo shitafura bata mpaturiko kanyata mpopi. Ita mpopi ni miifike pamwe. Yeah, their level of security was something else. They were fulfilling their own responsibilities and their needs. But that is not our world. We must also know that the world is evolving. That is not our world. When we sit at the table, you will see which are now. Maukano neshiketa kadiko scrub kanoko taka translating ile meme wako in oshingrisa na ndio estava iko store. Okanona mar akuru veri vavali kapena akuru vavali takarapo stafura shilinga oshiveri. Tamu itongeri pupulu. Otherwise on samane ngengi na longwa. Samanota ike ku Havana no ko Havana. Oko haka kongonkukadiwa ko utakana telu difana so velu ditemulubi. Obulwa momumbo liko hoklampaka noko klene kupewa stress wa. Alosa mano kwa kungiko klasa ya yuruviwa ku Havana kuisha sasa mano be olombili. Nando sho kuni maru ifike peni monjato samano ku holombili. Me klasa de todo tu congracho turiko mea turiko klene kupe. Samano tadi kota iko Havana ku Havana. Kotaka kungonkukadi wa level la yuruviwa abavelu ditemulubi. That's what I'm saying. Oh, holy love. Love is not just the feeling that you express. Love is your soul. I don't know your soul. It's not I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, God. It's an attachment. That's why if you are a Christian, I will tell you now with my Christian standard, I love God more than I love Mesa. Holy and expressing, especially this Easter period, my love which I express for Jesus. The love I have for Jesus is greater than the love I have for any other human being on earth. We are connecting through the soul. Holy many mui. Kedi okulu difana uchayo samano hapenge na wayo kukajo hapenge na wayo hakwatange. No, that is not love. That is just physical attachments and physical tamulu divana but all love ayo vene yokukaro holono unconditionally elimeni mui in and it connects with the brain. So ngekwacho to kongosa mane we no ma million dobo doctor Nengo ovo samanun o doctor. Kurkadiwe o cleaner. Fanga kurkadiwe ta velu difano no samano waningi ikunino ponjo. Te anige na o ka garden na kenyoko. O ta elu difano no kurkati. Shobo velu dite mulu bina. Yeah? And yeah.
Some people use cover up. Some people rent. Some people survive into sleeping with successful women. Start engaging with these young men of your age that are struggling. Student and nurse. The one that are doing construction.
Yeah.
The one that are working just this small job. The one
that
are doing their own business. The young men.
But I agree with him. Look for your type. God do dating and not get type at the Tuba Holic. If I'm a cleaner and the Congo clean, if I'm a teacher and the Congo teach. In some instances, pamo wakiwa peke kongara mwenyo kashona, but na mweno level aweke ovene ilipombada. Otamo clicking ega automatic. But tangengi pamwindo shara buri ke toranduro ngara mwenyo enda ito tondoka. You will just meet your person there. And I was also trying to say, yeah, with that scenario, material, dating with material stuff, I can give you a perfect example of Delish D Money. Delish, she's clear what she wants in her life. Delish does not want poverty. And you cannot force her as you went hala. She don't tell her on Facebook going hala. Or to it don't force her. No. That is how she was wired. And I'm the one when you go into town again, like, say, she get to Digo Independence Avenue, go Toyota, go Pupkevitz. She get to go Furida police station. Mo patamusho mo matora monaro 500. Topoike kan. No imagine a level at Delish. No wawa ko shipar. No friendliness. Delish can just make money just being on social media. I'm hungry. People will just run to a house to be pikulia. Oh, she's a socialite. Oh, kuholi kekanu. So itoka Jacob a construction worker and uluo bo afika makomesho yumbola Delisha want you. You have nothing to bring for her on the table. She worships money. But you want Delish to do what with Delish if you cannot fill her pockets? And it is not wrong to be like that. That is how you are wired. You love money. Just like you love something else, she loves money. That's why she's even calling herself D Money. But you are there calling people names such as Holy Imaliwa. She can make her own money. Upstairs. She built her life. But you can see she's focused. But we are there insulting people for who they are. Yeah. And then sometimes, had to pretending to know mamariwa, then we go into Delish's life pretending that you have the money. When you go into Delish's life, Delish sees that you do not have the money you were having when you were proposing it. But then you want Delish to change her mind. No, Delish will run to the divorce court and go divorce you. She cannot sit with someone naked. She loves money the minute you connected with her. And all of these aspects that I've mentioned is aspects that men feel like they are being undermined. Their entitlement is grown within this aspect. That's why I'm too tribalistic, and I know other tribes will also use this against the Awambo tribe. But our Wambo, we have a love of money, which a love of money, if it's natural like Delish, it's natural. But if your love of money comes with jealousy, it's dangerous. That's your own Lord. You are no more a good person, you will become a witch. Or problem, and And that is our problem with Vambus. That's why we see ourselves in crimes of passion, because we feel entitled to the person. Sashi amonta japonjaro kamarwaka kuindikana ndekatura movende kutungapo befino halange vali bahinata wishino halika. You are not fulfilling that woman's needs at home. We are killing each other just because of this. This is why we have a high rate of passion killings within our tribes. I do not know. I think most of us really grew up on survival mode. We do not grow up on love. We grew up on survival mode, but you blame that on the system which was there. Tashi anuba hapu vakuleike mumbo muniko meme muniko mother figure asamane vaka verike lange verike mbaye talongo, and women had to survive. That's why akrukadi vapu even anokuno na vapu na the very 8. Those children did not get love. That's why namane yana hovaruno na vahapu ngenge kamuyo ke kunyenga kukapoho le talk as I believe. That's why the children are actually also suffering. The point is, the kids, the innocent, actually suffer in the process. And sometimes the ones who are deceived suffer in the process. When there was no truth in the beginning, suffer in the process. So as a Christian, and as things are going around like this, because we are in a bondage, like on earth, we are like really in a bondage, in situation where we do not want to be. And the way the intervening is God's way of intervening, of freeing people, just to be free. But when you are freed, refocus also. Focus into determining what do I want from here. For mistake in the ninga, like just like as Vita did. For mistake in the ninga, I do not want to go back there. I need to change my situation for a better. I must become a better person. That's why I can also bring the first lady in here. Onu aningwane imongara mwenyo akale nongone. Ongonoyo limo first lady. First lady dokunongone. That's why akarero sensitive. Na hala kupopiwa ka. Ni meke iri uke monjira te popiwa oti fighting. Afangeno toti otalundiro na umelo shipobocha o situation na yangishono o shili opoyali haitameka mala amengandari mo department ayo oyo ya lando dila amondari mo department ai heipangero dila eshisharishi juu okupopianga oshike okwahanduka okunongone. That's why I'm saying a woman when she's head, you must be woman is dangerous. Gajeri kota duruku kutura popongandeke feel no porifite mwana bosho kuninga ngeibi. And even if you people are really dating, make sure kujaja batamu dating over healing. Me even na samane na bakwatwe ke depression na bafa kurukadi. Also women, the men we are dating, we must make sure that they have healed from their past. Apavaliata me majemugu italiata. People need to heal. And to heal. That's why Circa, I will stand by her 190%. And someone said, he wish I will have a child like Circa. I will want that child like Circa. Okanona haka duruku acknowledging gucha apa ondaninge puko dinokuri pukulula. I want someone as honest, happy, pikeno shima montima ahole kamo. Those people who are open, who talk, mesach them are lucky people. They have people who talk. Kabi expressing, kabena kuruka diva ambudiga, we vakipingini mamomiti, meshi veri mumbomo. Ota wishing uja, hanusi samana ota shifine nyeshi. Some people akuruka diva mwaba vudane yo very message na diringao. Tavi prekuja no ota fine nyo bondif surere no bondiga no navanga mandig. Pangenguno he expressing at the popikucha upon the handukapini, handukapondu diteni. I value that person. Value that person. Sashi omonyo wa ushe okukupa. Kucha amo nda handukondino nda hafa dinashi ndahala dinashi ndipumbu. That's all I had for you. So until next time, Penomapuro, or you want to listen, I'll put the link down under here, so you can go listen to the
Duck shop, young man who is selling meat, a young man who is selling kapana, those are your boyfriend.
I'm thinking for no selling kapana shiveri.
That you want to look for on social media, you are going to put yourself in trouble, because the first thing they are asking you, give me your naked photos, and you are learning. They are telling you, no, I'm going to send you $1 million, and we are going to buy a house where they send you photos. Listen, if you search, there's an app about searching photos. If you search some of those,
go listen to this, you will learn a lot. And it is working woman, akrukadi ane longa, tanigini mai. And me comment muna samane. And Asamanovo, teacher Musheshiveri, please guys don't come for me. Not even in my comments, most especially the comments of the poster I shared, which was said by the president. May comment or the hub. In the nigam kata shumuno de may comment Asamane. Taba protecting go ego yabo. Hasha samane na bo mafi kwa people vininga ucha. Tule auto ange ke na shuma hall. Tule ange mo petrol. Landerango mateyela on samane. Like, can't you wait for me to surprise you? Like, no matter no, we are changing roles, and 50-50 will not work. You know, I'm not enough for 50-50. Not even in marriage, 50-50 does not work. Just is the general setup. The man is a hander, the woman is a receiver. Unless I have a jara, samaneta jaro frugwea, amunigipo vendelinu so the jaro frugwea. O Nkurukadi tajara po onima oshike o Mburgo ya Nkurukadi unya Minister of Justice. Maybe that will work, but otherwise itashiro ngova oliko 50-50 kende fiku ilonge. Then o 50-50 yetu hapo shashivadi tu iwete hatu longo na tuno income bebe na sevajo tuna etaitela na sebebe na tu demanding. No. It does not work. Tarike momombo amune 50-50 kucho mombo atwenda tu yate apo shivedi 50-50. We must, as women, we must submit, and as men, they must provide, and it is a must. Okay? Until next time is adios. Thanks for joining me.